Hello. I have to apologize in advance. I'm fairly sure that I'm losing my voice right now. So if it seems like my voice is not easy to be heard, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat, everybody. It's my first time doing a solo stream, so this is exciting. But yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself. Say hey. I'm excited to be doing this. Let me know what you're working on. Hi, Margot. Great to see you. Let me know what you're working on tonight. If you're doing a challenge in November, if you're trying to hit a certain word count, I'd love to hear all about everybody's projects. Hello, hello. Exciting. Everyone have a good day. What you guys been up to? Want to hear all about it. I have to admit, I almost forgot about this stream. I was working on editing my latest vlog for Nano, and I decided to throw on Narnia because I've been listening to the soundtrack and just needed it. And then I got an alert on my calendar that I had this in 30 minutes and like freaked out. So anyway, I'm here though. We didn't forget, which is great. Margot is working on revising a chapter to get it to an alpha reader. Wow, that's awesome. Good luck with that. How long is the chapter? Like, do you feel like it's going to take you the whole stream? Do you think you can do it in a sprint? Love to hear more. Hello, hello. Trying to hit 50K words on, wow, 23K so far. That's really great. Did you start on November 1st? Because that's some insane progress. Wow. Editing based on CP notes. Nice. Love that. I hope that those notes are encouraging for you. Trying to break 1,000 words for the day. You can do it. Let's go. That's exciting. Haven't written anything today, and I slept in a ton. I wish I could have slept in today. Today was one of the days where I felt like I needed it, but it didn't work out. So that's what having a 9 to 5 will do for you. Olivia, hey, working on drafting my sci-fi fantasy novel, fun, based on a Star Wars fanfic I once. Okay, I'm a Star Wars fan for sure. So this is interesting to me already. Goal is 50K eventually, but we're almost at 10K. That's huge. Did you also start at the beginning of November? Because that's a great amount of progress for, we're only on, what is it, the 7th? I mean, you are making great progress. Narnia, yes, I know. I texted my best friend while I was watching it, and I was like, "This, I think, is my favorite movie." I've talked about Narnia a lot on my channel and how I love C.S. Lewis, but the movies are just chef's kiss. Particularly the first one, obviously, is just god tier. Thinking it should be doable over the whole stream. That's awesome. Oh, no problem putting it on. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have people to chat with about this. Going to try and break into the next chapter in this fantasy. Awesome. That is so exciting. Well, I'm thinking we'll do probably 2 25-minute sprints, and maybe a third, depending on how we all feel, but definitely at least 2. And I'd love some questions halfway between if you guys want to do that kind of a Q&A style. So if anyone has any questions now, go ahead and ask them. But if we would rather wait till the break, then we can hop into our first sprint. But is anybody drinking anything fun? I have some lavender honey tea trying to soothe the throat. But if anyone is like me, then maybe I always make something to bring to a live stream to sip on while I work. So does anyone have anything fun they're drinking at the moment? Oh, wow. That's so good. All right. Well, guys, I think we should go ahead and hop into this first sprint. I meant to put what I'm working on in my own banner, but I forgot. I'm working on drafting book 2 to the House of Aphtose series. If you've been following my channel, then you know that House of Aphtose is the first book I've ever written, kind of completed and everything. And I'm in the revision process for that book, but I am drafting the second book to the Hopeful trilogy this year during November. So I'm currently actually sitting at like 10,365 words. And my goal is to write about 1,600 words a day. which technically to hit what I would need to be at for day 7, I only need to write about 800 and something words tonight, but I'm still gonna try to go for that 1,600 goal for the evening so I can be a little ahead. And if anyone watched my live stream with, Alyssa and Natalie and Brielle, then you heard the tragic news that I deleted my entire manuscript on accident on Sunday night. So technically, I lost the first 3 days of progress of November, and, I have worked my way back. So the 10,000 some words, it's half of that is recovered from having to redraft it. So anyway, that's my tragedy and what I'm gonna be working on. Yes, it was I didn't cry, which I felt like was pretty impressive for me. I thought I would break down, but, luckily I did not. So, anyway, the optimism got me through it. My sweet husband tried for 45 minutes to recover the draft, but yeah, it was just gone. It was just gone. Meg, yes, I know. Thank you for the sympathy. Hoping to finish up my first draft of my urban fantasy this month. Ooh, aiming for 25,000 words this month. That's awesome. Good luck. Okay, these 2 questions are kind of great, so I'm going to do them really quick and then we'll hop into the stream. So, when are you hoping to publish your first book? So, I kind of shot myself in the foot because when I first talked about this on my channel, I said that when I started drafting this book last year in January or February, like really early 2024, I kinda had this dream of like, "Ooh, maybe a year, maybe 14 months." So originally my dream timeline was like spring of 2025. With where I'm at in revision right now, I don't think it'll be at like the polished version I'd like to see it at for publication at that time. So my new goal is hopefully early fall of 2025, maybe late summer. So I definitely still am shooting for the 2025 calendar year. But yeah, and this is a great question to kind of pair with that. Yes, people will be able to buy my first book. I am planning to, thank you, by the way, for being interested in buying it. That's so sweet. I am planning to announce kind of some pre order information on YouTube when that all comes around, but definitely going to look at publishing it in multiple different forms. So if you want a physical copy, you can get one. If you want to get it on your Kindle, it should be available there too. So kind of doing some planning and research now, way before publishing is happening to kind of get some gears turning on that. So anyway, that's the goal. Hopefully it'll be available to you in multiple forms for whatever works best for you. And I'm hoping to do some pre-orders and things for when that time comes so you have a heads up to get a hold of it. But love the interest in that. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, guys, I think we should hop into this first sprint. Good luck, everybody. You can do this. And feel free to think of any questions for us to touch base on after the sprint. So let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Good luck. You guys got this. Let's do it. All right. How'd it go, everybody? Alyssa, hi. So glad that you're here. Wait, already did what? Oh, already did. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here for the vibes. That is so sweet. I'm glad you're here. I hope your Airbnb stay is going well. I cannot wait to see the tour that you promised us. Just watched your video this morning. Looked so fun. How did everyone's sprints go? Let me know. Mine was pretty good. I was right at 10,365 before I started. I need to do some math real quick. One moment to tell you how many words I got. Okay. I had 768 words that sprint. So that was good, especially because I did not know where that scene was going when I started it. So kind of just went with it. There's a whole new kind of like level to the world building that's coming into play with the second book. And I'm getting to have a lot of fun with the scenes and the imagery building and just the setting that it's in. So I'm feeling really excited about that. Also, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on my channel, but I grew up horseback riding and competing in that, so it's still a, passion of mine, love it, and this second book gets to kind of explore a little bit of kind of like a cavalry moment in an army, and when I said the other night that I, like, self-wrote myself into this book, the commander of the cavalry, she is me. So I'm having so much fun with her and exploring that because it feels like I'm just putting myself on the page. So anyway, so fun. All right, let's check in with how you guys are doing. Olivia, lovely session. Actually feeling very locked in on the pantsing. That's great. Only about 500 words, but lots of 500 words is great. That's don't say only. That's amazing. Great job. Rising, 500-ish words done. That's amazing. Congratulations. Maylee, is it how you say your name? Is it Maylee? Made it into chapter 6. That's awesome. Oh, she would like to know if you hit 20K today, Alyssa. Actually, I wanna know that too. I can't believe I forgot. Yes. I'm guessing with your dot, 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 a lot of words, that would make me feel confident that maybe you did. Please spill the tea for us. Meg, 394 words. Great job. Olivia introduced my fave character in the story, and I missed her so bad. I am literally feeling that right now. Like, is it bad that my side character is maybe my favorite character over my main character? I don't know, but that's awesome. I'm glad you got to interact with a character you like. 28 words added. I'm working on polishing up a paragraph in about 200-year-old turtle. Oh, about a 200-year-old. I thought I read and. That's funny. Okay. Can you spill any tea there about how a 200-year-old turtle is working your way into your story? Remind us what your project is about, because that's so interesting. Alyssa, this is so ominous. I feel like you need to share more. Maybe. All right, everyone. We're gonna have to go watch Alyssa's video. You all know that I watch everyone anyway, but I'm pushing you all to do that as well. I'm sure we'll find out. Love to know your dream reader for this book. Ooh, wow. This is such a fun question. I love this. Ooh, I think my dream reader is someone who doesn't just read. I think when I first, well, okay, let me backtrack. When I first started talking about this book, I talked about it saying that it was romantasy, and there's an element of that in there, but it's definitely becoming more just a fantasy book. And so I think the reader I'm looking for is someone who appreciates the craft of world building and um, deeper meaning in books, and someone who is not just there for the connection between two characters, but the connection between the main character and the world that they're in, if that made any sense at all. So, anyway, I love books that leave me with thought afterwards and things to kind of mull over. And I think a lot of that is going into this book, even if I'm not intending for it to. I think there's a lot of subject matter in it that feels like it's something to mull over or food for thought. And I love getting to explore those topics within a fantasy world and kind of setting my own rules for what goes on in the world and the elements that get to exist and not exist. And so anyway, I would love to have an imaginative reader with an open mind, and someone who just really enjoys a badass female lead. Oh, sorry guys, that's the break. Let's wait. I don't know if you could even hear that, but sorry, that was the focus timer. Anyway, I don't know if that even made sense or was a coherent thought, but yes, that's quick synopsis of who I would say Dream Reader is. In terms of like comps, if you enjoy ACOTAR, Hunger Games, Narnia is always what I love. Brielle compared my book to Sexy Lord of the Rings. So if you like the Lord of the Rings world vibe, that's kind of the setting I have in my kind of mood board going on. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful a little bit. Dami, hi. Thanks so much for joining. Just sat down to edit a video. That is what I was doing before I almost forgot about this stream. So many successful sprints. Yes, I love to see it. I need to keep moving through the comments. So sorry. Almost okay. 15K. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's a huge milestone. Writing a romantic tension scene between my two love interests. We live for this. That's so exciting. I cannot wait. I'm just now kind of getting to the tip of the iceberg with scenes like that. I had scenes like that in the original first draft of my first book, and then realized that for an enemies to lovers slow burn, it was all too quick. So it is all pushed back now, and I'm just now kind of getting into the tip of the iceberg with those scenes. So I love that you're getting to interact with your characters in that way. That is so fun. Alyssa, the people want to know, okay? The people want to know. Allison, 300 some words, didn't get any writing done yesterday, a lot to catch up on. Yes, but remember that even if you don't catch up, it's okay, because I also have been looking at my word count every day going, I'm behind, but anytime you get words on the page is a successful day. So make sure that's the lens you continue to look at it through. So great job. Super proud of you, Allison. Has no voice. As you can hear, mine is also starting to go, but I can't even imagine what yours must be like, Alyssa. You have been grinding the dictation. So that's awesome. Ian says, good job. Yes. Are there any genres outside of fantasy that you're interested in writing in the future? Yes. In fact, fantasy is not the genre I have dabbled in ever before this series. So I think it's becoming more natural to me, and I'm obviously really, really enjoying it. But contemporary books is what I've always attempted to write prior to this. And maybe that's why I've failed, is because they tend to take a lot more research for putting them in the real world. But I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel. I do have a contemporary romance that I have started that I will plan to probably pick up next after I finish this fantasy series. And that one's kind of fun. It begins in the 1940s and ends in like the 1980s. And it's kind of a time span book. And I'm obsessed with it. I really am. I love the characters that I've started to form for that. So next up, I know I'll want to do contemporary romance, but after that, I guess we'll have to see. I'm not quite sure where it could lead. I love reading historical fiction, and I think it would be great to write that. However, I just truly don't know if I have the stamina to research it that much. So anyway. Oh, name pronounced like Miley. I'm so sorry. I think I said Mally, so sorry about that, but Miley, you got it. Miley, like Miley Cyrus. I always say, nope, never mind. I was going to say that I always tell people I'm Andy, like Andy from Toy Story, because when people say my name, I get Ande a lot. And yeah, Andy's actually not even, I have a full name. Andy is just a nickname. So some tea, some lore. Alicia, yeah, that is so impressive. Alyssa, you have just been like crushing it. So I cannot wait for your like review of November video. I'm assuming at the end of November, you'll kind of recap everything that happened. I can't wait for that, because you're going to be like freaking crushing it with the stats that you share. So why fantasy set in England? Oh my gosh, love England. The turtle is a companion to some water witches. Unique. They use him as a messenger. Wow. Okay. I love that. I'm getting kind of some like dark, spooky vibes from this, but like in a almost warm way, because it's in England. Like I'm also getting cozy at the same time. So very unique. That sounds so interesting to me. Yes. Sounds like a really fun book. The Scarlet Diaries don't have an assignment. Maybe I finally get to write for fun. Who could have thought? Yes. Are you a student? Do you have assignments that you have to write a lot? But Caitlin, hi. Oh my gosh, I just watched your video today. I have to tell you, and I left a comment, but everyone should go watch Caitlin's videos, because She gave a little short spiel about what her book is about at the beginning of her video today, and I was like, "It's giving My Lady Jane to me." Like, so far, that's what I would comp it to. I don't know if that's what you're going for or not, but I wanted to read it. It just felt like it would have humor laced in and some, oh, just great things. I was getting great vibes from it. So, Caitlin, I'm eagerly awaiting the day that your book comes out, which I know is probably not soon. But anyway, um, really excited to read you. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you, Miley. I hope that people feel excited to read my stuff. Obviously, that's what we all hope for. CK, very invested in the idea of giving yourself grace when it comes to your goals. The past is past. I totally agree. Yes. This is not the first time I have tried to write a book, and it is the first time I've done it successfully. So you really got to let go of all those other times for sure. Sounds super cool. Totally read that. Yes, you are getting some love on this book, girl. I love that. The Scarlet Diaries, a uni student. Okay, but finish in December. Ah, round of applause for you. That is so exciting. What do you, if you don't have to share this, but what are you majoring in? Like, what's your degree going to be in? And are you excited to be done? But awesome. Okay, well, those are some great questions, guys. If anyone wants to hop or add one or two more in, that's fine. If not, we've already been in this stream for like 45 minutes almost, so we can always hop into the next sprint as well. You guys are doing great. I feel like we're all on a roll. So maybe we should hop into the next one and get some more words down. So, oh, real quick though. Bachelor of Applied Business and Entertainment Management. That's fun. I love that. Super cool. Well, congratulations to you. Finishing college is a huge deal, or university, if that's what you call it. So super exciting for you. Congratulations. Okay, everybody, let's get some more work done. Let's hop back in and get another sprint going. So, oh, also, Caitlin. Ah, you're sweet. No problem, girl. Gotta hype up the people who deserve it. All right. Let's hop into another sprint. You guys got this. Let's do it. All right. How was everybody's sprints? Let me know your word count, how it went, how you're feeling. Anybody have any breakthroughs or anything? I have to do math again to tell you how many words I got because I draft in Vellum, which is maybe not the best thing to draft in, but whatever. And for the life of me, I cannot, it doesn't tell you like per chapter. Sorry. It doesn't like, you know how in Google Docs you could like highlight and then use the tools thing to do word count, or in Scrivener, I'm pretty sure that if you're clicked into a new chapter, it lets you know how many words you have in that chapter. Well, Vellum doesn't do that. So it looks like between the two sprints, I am at around 1,335 words for the night. So that feels pretty good, I feel like. But ooh, Miley broke 10K. Let's go. CK 743. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, seriously. Everyone, let's hype up Miley. Whoop, whoop. That's crazy. So exciting. Double digits is such a fun milestone in any manuscript. Dami, are you about to say something important? I'm on the edge of my seat. Or maybe you were hyping. Oh, maybe this was more like a, okay, y'all. I read it as like a, okay, y'all. Like, I'm about to say something big, but maybe that was, yeah, okay. Anyway. CK 450 words till 50K for me. I didn't start at 0 on November 1st. So, okay. That's an important distinction because I'm out here thinking like, whoa, you must be dictating like Alyssa or just have insane ability to type a lot. All right. Whoa. Oh my gosh. All right. Allison with 1,354 words. Shocked, but also an action scene. So maybe it was just clicking. Sure. No, I get that. I get that. But that was for one sprint, not even like both of them combined. That is madness. I am very thoroughly impressed by that. On a roll and to keep writing. That's awesome. I hope you do. Just hit over 15K and finish the chapter I was on. That's incredible. Oh, come right with Tia, sorry that you're late. Maybe next time. I'm having multiple more live streams throughout the month. So I hope you get the chance to join those. Olivia. Oh, this past. Okay, you guys, come on now. Yeah, I'm with Dami. This is hype. I'm so excited for everybody. Few hundred words, won't complain. Yes, progress is progress. Caitlin, 339, went really well. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Haley, got most of my notes for psych done. Probably won't write today. Totally. Well, I'm glad that you got some work done still. That's great. Caitlin just got home from work. Can't feel my fingers, but I'm ready to jump back into my story. Woo woo. Do you work at the rock climbing gym that is in your video? I know that's like so nosy of me to ask, but my husband and I love to go bouldering. So when I saw that, I was like, dang, I can't imagine. You typed at the gym in that video, and I was like, the chalk for me while typing might be too much of a sensory thing, but I really admire it that you could do that. Nice. That's incredible. 1,664 words for the day, over 4 sprints. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. What a good day. Yes. So good. CK not dictating for November so far. I'm at like 13K. Okay. That's tracking. That's amazing. Congratulations. Remind me, CK, what's your like project that you're working on, and when did you start it? Like, did you carry? Obviously, you carried a good chunk of it into November, but I'd love to hear a little bit about your project, what you're working on. Meg, 1,533 so far for the day. That's a great day. Is that like average for you, or is that like a really huge day? Because that sounds very exciting. Jess, and now off to bed. Yes, good night. Sleep well. I am not far behind you. I'm also getting tired. I think I am on the verge of sickness. My husband has been sick for like a week, and I've been trying to avoid it at all costs, but I think it's finally hitting me. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow, but I hope you sleep great, Jess. Caitlin, yes. Okay. The chalk was definitely gross. Okay. Well, I'm glad I wasn't alone in that, thinking that, but, coach the kiddos, and it's one of my favorite jobs ever. Aw, that sounds so fun. Are they like really young kids, or what's the age groups you get to work with? And what kind of qualifications you have to work at a rock climbing gym? Because I want to do that. I currently have a job where I sit at a desk all day long. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes that makes it so hard for me to come home and write because most of the time I'm sitting down when I'm writing. I wish I had a walking pad. That would probably help. But yeah, it feels like a job where I could be on my feet. My favorite job I've ever had was working at a horse barn teaching little kids how to jump because they used to do hunter jumper, which is like, where they go over the fences and stuff. So that was a great job. I got to be on my feet all day long working with animals, which is so fun. Okay, CK, this is the update I was looking for. Started it last year for Nano, got like 13K in. Since then, wrote about another 5K. Okay, awesome. Then getting back into hardcore this month, trying to finish the 80K. Wow. Okay, November is a big month for you annually. That is amazing. Super cool. Well, yeah. Okay, here's a little bit about it. Cool. Let me hear. When Howl's Moving Castle meets Cinderella, a gender-fluid protagonist with amnesia must find out who they are as they fall in love with a prince living in a moving castle. Wow. How did you think of that? That's so dynamic and intriguing. I love it. That is so cool. I'm going to ask a really silly question. What is Howl's Moving Castle? Is that a reference to something I should know? I do feel like I live under a rock at times, so I apologize if that's a reference. I don't know. But CK, that sounds really cool, and I hope it's going really, really well. Oh, and I love that you pulled this pitch up so quick. That is awesome. Looks like Tia did a similar thing to you. I love that. My niche is queer fairy tale retellings. That's really cool. Do you feel like you're inspired by like what is that guy called? Grimm, like those kinds of old fairy tales that are like the dark ones? Or do you prefer the like retellings of the lighter, like Disney always takes the Grimm fairy tales and turns them into kind of the brighter thing? Do you prefer that kind of vibe, or do you prefer the dark, moody vibe of it all? Tia, I wish I wrote a little more, but I'm doing creative writing degree. Ooh, and writing. Oh, yeah. Writing for person work is overwhelming. Yeah. I really regret not doing a creative writing minor or major. I almost majored in journalism in college. I was a 4-year yearbook editor in high school. So shout out to my yearbook peeps. And I thought I wanted to do journalism and I just chickened out, which is so lame of me, but okay. Diana Wynne Jones books. Okay, that's so cool. Oh, sorry, everyone's freaking out. Okay, this is about the moving castle thing. Sorry, I will look it up literally right after this. That is so funny. Okay, wow. I'm so sorry about this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Got that. Okay, stay away from Grimm. Too Disney associated. No, that is very fair. Very fair. Yeah, it's kind of been done. So League tried to do an alternate version. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're kind of finding your own niche in there. That is so unique and awesome. CK does not prefer the Disney vibe of retelling fairy tales. I can tell you that. Okay. Sorry, I'm out of the loop, CK. I really apologize for not knowing, but now I know. So that's great. Now we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. But I am very intrigued by your story concept, and I am going to have to go check out Howl's Moving Castle because apparently I am behind on that. So, Caitlin, that's so cute. I would love to hear more about that horse job. The range is 7 to 14, but most of the kids are older and they're so fun to hang out with. That sounds really fun. I love that. So cool. This horse job was crazy. It was mostly like 6-year-olds to, I would say 12-year-olds. Occasionally I'd get like a few kids older than that, but literally best job I've ever had. Just the most out of pocket things being said. And I loved it. And horseback riding can be super frustrating. Obviously you can fall a lot. I'm sure kids fall when they're rock climbing too. So I loved getting to be that person that helped them back up and made them feel better and confident. That was just like the most heartwarming thing. Would have been really cool. Okay, let's go. CK is still explaining, so I want to touch base on this. I try to do alternate version. So my Sleeping Beauty story, Dawnless, is Perrault. Okay, Dawnless. That's a cool name. I really like that. Bonnie, hi. Hey, just got home, saw you were live. Unfortunately, can't sit down and work just yet, but hope you're getting some more editing or hoping to get some more editing done in an hour. So, well, thanks for popping in, Bonnie. That is so nice. It's good to see you. I hope you had a great day. Tia, I mean, you can. I'd never not recommend getting a degree, but you don't need a creative writing degree to write. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm definitely not planning to go back to school. What's done is done. I've been out of school for like 2 years now. So it's just, oh, that would have been nice. I think the thing that I often think about is that, like, I definitely don't need that to succeed in this field, but it would have been nice to have some critique from people who have more years of experience with writing than I do. And I did not do that, but that's okay. You know what? Hindsight's 2020, and that's what all of you are for, friends to talk about writing with. Do a creative writing degree for the funsies because it's not a set. Yeah, no, truly. I wish I could have just done it to force me to write. So yeah, heavy on that, CK, for sure. Miley, Howl's Moving Castle is an iconic. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it Ghibli? Guys, you're probably gonna make fun of me so much for this. I'm so sorry if I'm saying things wrong or don't know what things are. But it's a movie too, and if you haven't seen a Ghibli movie, I highly recommend watching them. They will heal your soul. Wow, that's a huge pro in the column. So I'll have to check that out. Okay, I did a minor in creative writing and it was so fun. Andy, wait, we should start a workshop group. Ooh, capstone class. Okay, done. Let's do it. Seriously, I love that. I'm about to say this on a live stream, but if you want to collab on something, my email is in my YouTube description. So let's touch base, CK, because I'm down for a workshop. That sounds so fun. I love that. Capstone class. Yeah, wait, are you finishing up like a isn't capstone normally like at the end of a doctorate or something? Or a master's or bachelor's? Are you finishing a degree of sorts right now? Love a workshop. Yes, let's get everybody in on the workshop. Let's get a workshop group going. CK, start it up. I'm here for it. I will grab your email right now. Amazing. Can't wait to hear from you. Loved horses growing up. Horses running in slow motion movies set to epic music often makes me teary-eyed. LOL. Seriously. Okay, here's a reference that if you guys don't know, I'm going to be upset. Did anyone else watch the movie Spirit growing up? You know, the one that's like animated and Matt Damon is the voice of Spirit. That movie, oh, rips my heart out every single time. Favorite movie my whole life. Love workshopping. Finished my degree a few years ago. Okay, gotcha. Year and a half, can't do math. Spirit, yes, Caitlin, you would be the one that also watched Spirit. You would be. That movie and Narnia and The Prince of Egypt were literally my childhood. Just like, boom, that was it. There we go. Yes, people, DM CK your emails, and we're gonna get this going. Exciting, yes. Wait, Tia, Spirit's your favorite movie? Just double checking here because I feel seen by this. You and Caitlin are making me feel seen, so thank you. Yes. No, I grew up watching that movie and I did not even realize till college that it's Matt Damon. And then it like changed the whole movie for me because then I could like literally picture him talking. Yes. That's the one. That's the one. Dami, so glad you love that movie. That is, yes. Okay, Tia, I love that. That's so funny. Oh my word, the soundtrack in that movie. I need to add that to my writing playlist actually because it's truly, oh my gosh, it's so good. That movie is literally what made me I used to play like horses on the playground because I wanted to be a horse because of that movie. So, my sister and I tried to make a music video with our cousins featuring the song Get Off My Back. I was just about to reference Get Off My Back was literally like such a hype song as a kid and even now. But yes, CK Narnia, I will beat this horse dead. Okay, that was not the thing I should have said because we just talked about Spirit and I love horses, but you know the expression beat a dead horse. But Narnia for me is life-giving. My dad read the series to my brother and I growing up every night before bed, and the movies were just like, ugh, everything I ever needed. And he also read us Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. So I grew up on all that good stuff. I love it. But Narnia, C.S. Lewis, that man, admire so deeply. Yippee, yes. Wait, never seen which all the way through? Narnia? You've never seen Narnia all the way through? You better be talking about Spirit because I'll have more grace for you with Spirit than Narnia. Come on now. Come on. And if it is Narnia, do you mean the first movie or do you mean the series? Because important difference there. Yeah, another movie I apparently need to watch. I'm assuming this is about Spirit and not Narnia since Narnia is so huge. But yeah, you do. It's so good. And it's so good as an adult too. No, I am a horse girl or horse girl lore. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. For sure. Horse girl lore. Wait, let's go back to this tying in Narnia to Spirit. I was just talking to my friend about the line in Narnia when the horse goes, "My name is Philip." Yeah, iconic. I just want to quote that randomly because it's so good. If anyone needs a horse fantasy book rec, The Scorpio Races by Mag. Oh, I need to write that down because I do want horses are showing up as a theme in not a theme. It's like horses are involved in the first book, but the second book is basically about it's not about, okay, sorry. Just to give a preference here. House of Aphtose, the whole premise of the book is that they're at war with another house, right? So the first book gets you a lot of in-depth world building around the House of Aphtose, and the second book gives you more detail regarding the house they're at war with. And that house is becoming very much like oh, there's just so much depth to their like army and everything that makes them them in their culture. And horses are becoming a huge part of that. But I'm kind of getting like Riders of Rohan vibes, not gonna lie, but kind of cooler. Like it's kind of like Percy Jackson meets Riders of Rohan is kind of the vibe that I'm feeling for just that one part. But anyway, okay, Caitlin, I can't believe we aren't best friends already. Okay, yes. You'd play horses? That's amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was the kid who ran around and like neighed on the playground. So it's funny to me now that people even watch videos or listen to what I say because I'm like, I was the weird kid. I was the weird kid. I don't know if you guys want to be listening to me, but weird kids don't actually exist. All kids are cool. Narnia is so good. Yes. No, I know. Ah. Sometimes you say things and the regret is instant. So yeah, beat this horse dead. I'm so glad you guys are all laughing with me at that nonsense that came out of my mouth. Okay. I read it for the first I read it for the wow. That was okay. I read it for the first time this summer and it was insanely good. Wait, Olivia, are you talking about Narnia right now? That you read it for the first time? Because yes. I played with horses. I'm so happy. Guys, we're having like a healing moment right now. I feel we are all just joining in. That's so fun. Spirit, I've seen all of Narnia. Okay, that's great, CK. I'm so excited. That's a good thing to hear. Okay, Miley, I loved the movies growing up, but I only read Narnia a couple years ago. I love them so much, and I've also read the Screwtape Letters, which I love. Yes, Screwtape Letters is actually on my TBR for this year. I need to get to that, but Caitlin, I put Narnia on every year. TBH might go watch it tonight. Yes, I think I've said this 4 times, but I was watching it. It's on my writing playlist. So whenever my writing playlist is basically like Pride and Prejudice, Narnia, Lord of the Rings, some Bridgerton music here or there. But Bridgerton does not really fit the vibe of House of Aptos, so I don't play that very often. But anyway, I was listening to the soundtrack and I was like, I literally have to watch this. So then I turned it on, and then I almost forgot about this live stream because I was watching Lucy Pevensey have tea with Mr. Thomas. So that's what happened to me. But hey, Caitlin, if you watch it tonight, know that I'm also watching it after the stream. And yeah, we were all the weird kid, I think. Oh yeah, no, writers are typically were the weird kids. Ah, Dami, I know. Beat this horse dead. Ah. Hey, at least it's an inside joke with the people who are in this live stream. Beat this horse dead. You guys can go comment that on my next video, and I'll know you're part of the stream, which would be so funny. Yes, I'm so glad we're all getting a laugh. We all probably were. I don't think you can be a writer and not be a little no, that's true. You kinda have to have, like, a whole world going on in your head, but, like, not in the schizophrenic way, just in the, like, you're living somewhere else always way. So, anyway, Narnia, first time it was wow, not watched any movies, though. Well, okay, just so you know, Voyage of the Dawn Treader and Prince Caspian, they're great, but the first movie is unbeatable. Prince Caspian is definitely number 2, and Dawn Treader is good, but it's not obvious. Yeah. Anyway, Lion the Witch, and the Wardrobe is where it's at. And yeah, I deeply regret my university did the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in the spring. And at the time I had a short bob. And this is a fun fact. I am only 5 foot tall. I think Brielle told me the other day she thought I was 5'5", which I was deeply flattered by. I'm not 5'5", I'm 5 foot. So anyway, I deeply regret not auditioning for the role of Lucy Pevensey because when I was a kid, I did theater and I should have done it. It was on my college bucket list and I didn't do it. And I'm like, I would have been the perfect freaking, yeah. Anyway, Olivia, I have heard this. My college roommate read it. I'm going to do it. Yes, I think they are. And from what I've heard, it is directed by Greta Gerwig. And I'm so excited for it because love her. But I'm not going to lie to you, because I have such a strong emotional attachment to the books and the original movies. I have some very high expectations. I will need to see a lot of good work out of this series to feel satisfied with it. But we'll see. I'm optimistic. I trust Greta. I trust her. I really do. Speaking of horses, the book I wrote last year will potentially be long middle grade into a YA series is pitched as horse racing, but if the horses were giant birds. Caitlin, you get cool ideas. Where do you think of this stuff? That is so cool. All right, I love it. Didn't find your email, if anything. Your social hint is the same. Okay, sorry. Skip that one. Yeah. Yes. CK, tell us how tall you are. Yeah, I'm getting like 6'2" from you. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like you're tall. Yeah, I'm literally only like an inch taller than Simone Biles, and we all know how short she is. So, for point of reference. Okay, just you guys. I'm popping these up so you guys can see them. Wait, everyone dropped their heights. Okay, wait. Andy, so tiny, affectionate. No, I know. It's Yeah, I love my height. I'm confident in my height. It's fine. 5'9", though, I would have expected to be taller, CK. It's fun. I think everyone perceives everyone as taller via social media. I don't know why. Miley, I do okay. In all honesty, I do kind of feel this way, but I'm trying to be optimistic. So okay, Caitlin, 5'6", go off. Okay. This checks out, Miley. I just knew you were gonna be tall. I just knew. Brielle! So sorry I couldn't join this with my friend Mick for a writing retreat. Writing retreat. I can't wait to hear more about that. But thank you for cheering us on. That is so sweet. I wish everyone is so tall. Yeah, seriously. Yes, have fun in your writing retreat. That's so fun. 5'9", Margot. Okay, you guys go off. Brielle CK says hi if you're still around. Not sure if you are, but yes, Brielle 5'3". I know this was the funniest conversation. We were on FaceTime and I don't even remember how height came up, but I was like, wait, how tall do you think I am? And Brielle was like, I don't remember what height she said, like 5'5" or something. And I was like, holy, I wish. I was 4'11" until my senior year of high school. And when I hit 5 foot, I literally screamed with excitement. So also, guys, I love that we did 2 sprints and the last 30 minutes of the stream is just us talking. So Easy is 5'7". Tia says hi, Brielle. Yeah, you do have tall vibes. I don't know how to explain it. You just do. CK gets it. Coming in at the best time. Yes, no kidding. 5'7". Okay, sorry. 5'7". Gotcha. In my head, we were exactly the same height. Yes, Brielle, I'm also pumped for the retreat vibe. Or vlog. I'm assuming that is going to be coming. So can't wait for that. That's so exciting. Best friend is 5 foot. She was looking at a t-shirt recently and said, I'm tall for a hobbit, or I'm tall for a hobbit. That's so funny. Okay. Let me know what you guys think of this. You all know I just recently ran the Chicago Marathon and I wanted to wear a short that said, we dwarves are wasted on a cross country. We're natural sprinters, which is a Gimli quote from Lord of the Rings. And my dad said I should, but then I was worried it might offend people in the race if I wore it because I am not a dwarf, though I am short. So anyway, I didn't do it, but then I'm also like, maybe people would have gotten the reference and thought I was going to put like a picture of Gimli on it. And anyway, let me know if that would have been funny or it's good that I didn't do it, but I thought it would be funny because anyway, okay, 5'1", let's go. Short girls unite. We run the world, kind of. My friend Amy says that she's also 5 foot or 5'1". She says that God made us short because the world couldn't have handled us tall. And I do feel like that checks out for my personality. So, centimeters. Interesting. Yeah. Wait, Easy. Are you not in the US? Interesting. I feel like I just always assume everyone's in the US, but maybe you're not. Short TV channel. Okay, interesting. This is so fun. Oh, ouch, actually. Okay. We're hurting feelings over here. Yes, loving our gab sesh. This is so fun. I do think I have not eaten dinner yet. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out. This has been so fun. I feel like this was a successful live stream and I expect to see you all back here for another gab session at my next live stream, which is scheduled for sometime later in November. Check out my live stream schedule because I don't remember. But I hope you guys all can come and work on projects with me then, and we can chat and gab and hang out then as well. So real quick. Oh, Chile. Interesting. Yes, I know where it's at. That's amazing. Thanks so much for being here. What the heck? What time is it there? Is that just where you're from or that's where you're at right now? Anyway, but yes, love you guys so much. Glad you had fun. And yes, thank you. Appreciate that. But thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Love you all, and I will see you next time. Mwah! Bye.